Hey everybody, and welcome to the masterclass and case study, where today I'm going to show you how to sell £21,600 in martial arts memberships in 30 days with no prior advertising experience. And when you wait to the end, you're also going to receive my exclusive method for how to diagnose your business to show where you're losing money and where you could be earning more. And this is something that I've given to my own consulting group, so it's a ton of value and worth the wait to the end. Now, I'm guessing for a lot of you, this is probably not the first time you tried getting more members in using advertising. The first thing I want to mention is that if you failed at trying to get more members in through your doors or growing your martial arts academy in the past, it's probably not your fault. There's a lot of information out there and it can be confusing. Many times that information overload keeps you from success. It's okay. If you've been concerned in the past that you just can't succeed with growing your martial arts studio, I want to put those fears to rest. You can do this. You just need the right person to explain it to you. Big advertising agencies and even bigger martial arts academies will lead you to believe that you need a huge advertising budget to make this work, and it's simply not true. So that's what we're here for. I know you have a dream to change the world one person at a time and help people self-actualize and get to the highest level of martial arts, and that you'd like to get more members to do this with. And that's what we're going to show you how to do today. Now, in this case study, you're going to learn how I generated £21,600 in 1 month of advertising. The next goal is you're going to see my new and improved method for saving time and avoiding tire kickers from entering your business. If you've been in the game long enough, then I'm sure you've dealt with your fair few tire kickers. And you're also going to see how to set this up yourself and start generating a steady flow of new qualified leads today. But first, let me explain who I am. My name's Jamie Woods. I'm an ex-FTSE 100 salesman and I've sold over 1 million plus in my 3 years of business-to-business sales. I've also been a marketer for 5 years, and a subsector of that is copywriting, which is the art of writing in the written word to sell more products, where I've sold over 120k's worth of information products. And then I use all these skills and combined it with Facebook ads to help grow 12 businesses to 6 figures, along with helping many more earn 5 figures in last year alone. So why Facebook adverts and why Facebook adverts now? Well, to illustrate this, I want you to think of traditional methods of adverts. As you can see right now on your screen, there's a bunch of red cars driving past a billboard. To give you an idea on pricing, billboards cost around 2 to 3k per month, and a magazine costs around £1,600 per full page. And all these cars driving past can illustrate people who see your advert on a day-to-day basis. But as you can see on this screen here, the green car is the only one who actually acted on seeing your advert. But you paid for all these other cars and all these other people to also see your advert. Now that's wasted money. It's expensive. It's like burning money, and it's inefficient. This is where Facebook differs and why it's a lot more powerful. With Facebook, you only pay to reach your ideal customers. This first person here could be a parent who wants their kid to get away from the games console, who wants to be more active, to build discipline, to make new friends, and martial arts is a great way of doing that. The second person here could be a woman who is scared to walk alone at night and would like to feel more confident in herself, so she might want self-defense classes. The third one could also be another woman who maybe she wants to do self-defense, but she'd also like to get fit at the same time and burn fat, so a synergy of high intensity interval training with some sort of kickboxing, maybe her cup of tea. And then the last person is your avid MMA fan who likes the likes of Conor McGregor and fancies himself as a fighter also. I'm sure you know a few yourself, but these are your type of people who are likely to act on your adverts once they see it. And with Facebook, you can pay to show your adverts to only these type of people. You may also have more people in mind, and with Facebook, you can likely target them too. Now, I want you to meet the client that this worked on. This is Evolve Combat. As you can see on the Facebook page, they've got a few thousand people who like them, but that's not that important. You may only have a few. But what you can see, which is important, is that they actually put pictures up and videos, and they do this a few times a week, which is really important because it allows people who may be interested in your service to see who else is already using your service and see if there's anyone who looks like them there. And what I mean by that is looking for different levels of fitness, different ages, different weights, different skills. And if you can see someone who looks like them in your classes, then they're more likely to act upon the adverts that you put out. Now, this is the results that was generated. As you can see, 103 leads were created. The cost per lead was about £1.89. The total cost of the advertising was £194.78. For this, we got around 60 members in who were paying £60 per month. And then I showed them how to upsell them onto a 6-month membership. So my question to you is, would you be happy paying £194.78 to generate £21,600 in sales? You probably would, right? But this doesn't stop there. From this one campaign, they could easily sell them on another 6-month contract, and it could be twice as much as the number you're seeing on the screen right now. So the actual Facebook ad strategy itself, it all starts with who to target. Now on Facebook, where you select your targeting is called an ad set, and we created 3 different ad sets. For example, the first one was targeted at all parents aged 30 plus, so this is something that you can actually target. The second one was people with an interest in celebrity fighters, so it could be the likes of Conor McGregor, Mayweather, Mike Tyson, basically big names in the sport with a large following. They may not have to be the best fighter, but they should have a large following, which is what we're after. And then the third type of targeting is location only. So that's really easy. You don't really even need to think about specifics of the targeting. All you do is say to Facebook, I want to target everyone within a 5 to 10 mile radius of my gym because they're the ones who are most likely going to turn up. And that will work fine also. Now, on the advert, I want you to pay close attention because a lot is going on here. You can see actually within the opening paragraph, I haven't even mentioned anything to do with martial arts. And you may be scratching your head, but there's a reason for this. So we begin by grabbing the parents' attention and asking them a question. People are forced to answer questions when you ask them to them, aren't they? So look at this. It says, are you looking for a fun activity for your child that not only keeps them active and away from the games console, but actively promotes confidence and self-esteem, discipline and respect? So what happens here is you're asking them a question that leads them to a fun and positive answer that's towards gain. And then you're also saying that not only keeps them active and away from the games console, so that's away from pain. So every advert you create should be towards gain, so that's towards pleasure, and away from pain. That's all your advert needs to do. Later on, I obviously mentioned it's martial arts, but what people want is something towards pleasure and away from pain. It's important to remember this. Finally, they're sent to a page which looks like this. Now, this may look too hard to create, but there's amazing software out there that you can use, and it's pretty much a click of a button and it does it all for you. So one software that I recommend is called ClickFunnels. So you go to clickfunnels.com and you can search for martial arts, and what they'll do is they'll give you a template, and all you do is input the information. You could even copy the information that I've got up on my screen now because I know it converts, so you know it converts. So feel free to steal this, take a screenshot if you need to. All that happens is they click that big green button there and it prompts them for an email or a phone number, and congratulations, you got yourself a lead that you can call and contact and bring in to your martial arts business. Now, I want to finish this video off by explaining the 3 secrets of advertising to get more members on Facebook. So my first secret is how to write adverts which bring in floods of new members every single time. Now, if you've been advertising before in the past, or if you tried advertisements, it's likely that you haven't created an advert which connects with your audience. So for example, what happened when I brought on another client before in the past is I had a look at his adverts and he was writing stuff like martial arts in Newsham, 7 p.m. on a Tuesday, first lesson free. Does that type of format sound familiar to you? Have you written adverts like this yourself? It's nothing, it means nothing, it exists, but it doesn't persuade someone to act. And what happens is they blame Facebook and they say Facebook doesn't work for them, Facebook adverts doesn't work and it's too expensive. But when I came on board and I showed him and I managed his adverts for him, I showed him how to write adverts which bring in floods of new members every single time. And how to do this, as I mentioned before, is to focus on pain and gain. To do this, what you need to do is think of all the benefits that martial arts brings an individual. So to figure this out, what you need to do is write down everything that they get when they do martial arts. So for example, they could be exercising, and then what you need to do is say, and the benefit of that is you burn fat, and that's away from pain. So that's how you figure it out. The next thing that martial arts may do for someone is it brings them more structure, and the benefit of that is it increases their discipline, which is towards gain. You need to do this for every type of person that joins your martial arts academy, and write down all the features of what your classes bring people, and use that statement, and the benefit of that is, and whatever the answer is, that is the key word that you need to be putting in your adverts. Now, the next part is quite self-explanatory. Don't talk about your company too much. No one really cares. They only care about themselves, and if you can understand that, it'll put you miles ahead of everyone else. Now, the last thing on how to get adverts which bring in floods of new members every single time is use video footage. Video footage stops people in their tracks, gets them interested in what you've got to do, and helps them to see what it is that you're teaching and actually visualize it for themselves. This itself will put you miles ahead of everyone else again. You could literally put an advert up with a video with no words and it will convert really well for you. Now, secret number 2, how to attract more members without lowering your price, and even if you have a ton of competition in your local area. Now, many of you will probably have a look around and see that your competitor is slashing their prices, and what happens is, in the back of your mind you go, oh crap, my members may leave me, I better lower my price too. But there's a rule: if you can't be the cheapest, there's no point being the second cheapest. It's a race to the bottom. So how do you get around this? Well, you've got to differentiate yourself, and to do that you've got to create offers which have people salivating by the mouth. So what I mean by this is, don't just offer, a beginner's martial arts class. Give them everything that they need to. So for example, if you're running a kick fit type of class which is aimed at women, then what you do is list out everything that the class will give them. And also, for example, you'd say it gives you self-defense, it helps you burn fat, it helps you make friends. But you'd also say first 10 people also receive boxing gloves. And then you may even include a nutrition manual to go alongside it. The nutrition manual you can find online, and you just recreate it yourself and offer it in addition to the program that you're offering. It literally costs you nothing extra, helps you maintain your price, if not increase it, and more people are more likely to act on it. So you're hitting all bases here to get more people into your martial arts studio. Now, my third secret is a bit of a nerdy one. It's how to get new members without spending any time away from teaching your classes. Obviously, you've got a business to run at the end of the day, you've got colleagues to manage, you've got people to teach, you've got your own life at the back end of it. So where do you find the time to get all these new members in yourself? And you can do this through automation, so you can have all of your marketing automated. So all you need to do is deal with the new person that comes into your class, and it's a bit of a stress relief because it doesn't really require any much more time. And to do this, we use a program called ManyChat. Now, ManyChat costs about £10 a month. And what it does is it hooks up to your Facebook page's Messenger inbox. So when people type a certain word, then they get an automated response. But how we use this is for adverts, and there's a lot of useful YouTube videos that you could follow also if you have the time to do, because it will save you a ton of time in the future. What ManyChat is like is, if you can remember the types of books you'd read as a child, where you'd build your own adventure, and it'd say, if you want to see Harry attack the king, read page 197. If you'd like to see Harry run away from the king, read page 82. And you get to kind of design your own end of the story. Well, this is what ManyChat is a lot like. So when people click the advert, ManyChat will ask them a question and they click a button. And then it'll ask them another question and then they'll click a button. And the idea is you move people who are most likely interested in martial arts one way, and you move people who are most likely tire kickers a separate way. And what this happens is you get all the people who are going to be paying customers for months on end automatically turning up, and you kind of get rid of the people who are going to waste your time. So this saves you a lot of time, and it's all automated. So once you create it once, it's there for life, it does its job, and it costs about £8 or £10 a month, which is really worth its weight in gold. Now we're coming to the end of this, and I just want to quickly recap with you so it solidifies this in your mind, and then I'll give you that exclusive giveaway only available by watching this video. So to recap, we brought in 60 times £60 per month martial arts memberships using £198 with Facebook adverts. Facebook is the best place to advertise because you can target your ideal customer without spending money reaching the wrong type of people. When you're using Facebook, you should target parents for kids' martial arts classes, the local area for just general classes, and celebrity fighters for your avid martial arts fans. What you want to do with your advert is send people to what is known as a landing page. You can use a software called ClickFunnels, which will pretty much create all this page for you. You don't need to be a tech wizard to do this. It's very easy. And with your advert, you should focus on them and pain and gain. Don't talk about your business because it turns people off. So my question to you is, would you like help doing this? Taking this simple system and putting it into practice for your own business? We have a consistent flow of new members every single day. If you'd like, I could help you with just that. Book a strategy call by clicking the button below, and I'm happy to create a plan of action for free. Take it, run with it, or just hire me to run it for you. You'll get a lot more out of this strategy call than just this presentation alone, because I can understand a lot more about your own individual needs, the exact classes that you're running, your own individual problems that you may be coming up against. I can flesh out an individualized solution and plan of action for you to market and get more members. As I said, you can run with this strategy and use it for free, or you can use me to do it for you and ensure that you have new members. Lastly, thanks for watching. If you've got any further questions, feel free to contact me on any of the information you see on the screen right now. And for that exclusive downloadable PDF, go to blackswaninfluence.com/go. That's where you'll get my exact strategy, which shows you how to figure out where you're leaking money from your own business. It's got 10 minutes of exercises that you can refer to time and time again. It seems really simple, but honestly it'll get you thinking, and you'll be able to see where you may be having problems in your own business that you didn't even realize. I've took this from my own elite consulting group, so there's a ton of value in there. So I hope you get a lot out of it. Anyway, again, if you want to book a strategy call with me, click the button below and we'll talk soon.